What's going on, everybody? Welcome in to the RXFL as we're continuing on with the postseason. And we'll see if in this streaming session we get through the divisional round. We're contemplating it. I'll kind of get more into a little bit why we may or may not do it. But you guys just stay tuned. We're also on the verge of Madden 24 being released, so we want to hear your thoughts in the chat if you've had a chance to play it, if you've seen some of the reviews. I've watched a few of the reviews. I've seen a couple streamers play, and we'll talk about it a little bit. And if we're planning on getting the game or not, or if we're going to hold out for just one more year. Thanks always for your support. One of these days, I'm going to change that logo to an X, but I'm still holding off. Maybe one more month, because I know as soon as I change the logo to an X, that guy's going to come in and he's going to change it back. He's going to change it right back to the bird, so we're not messing with it. Thank you, as always, as well to our Patreon supporters that help support and fund this channel. You can support us at patreon.com/tbsports27, where you get this entire stream early and ad-free. So if you're watching on YouTube, these videos are going to be released over the next 4 days. If you don't want to wait and you want to see the entire 2-hour session, patreon.com/tbsports27 is the place to be. And we're hoping we're at least going to play one. We'll see if we get 2 knocked out. But we have the number 1 seed and the number 6 seed. It's 8-8. Sacramento Redwoods, a team that was formerly 8-2. So the jury is still out there. Is this truly an 8-8 team, or is this an 8-2 team in disguise? That is the question we are about to find out as Michael Vick about to go toe-to-toe with Otto Graham in this battle in the American Conference. Top seed 13-3 versus the 8-8 Redwoods. Let's not waste any more time. Well, we need to switch to the actual right side here. And let's go ahead and get this game underway in the RXFL and see if the Cinderella run can continue with the 8-8 Redwoods, or if it's going to be the Armadillos that take it and go to the American Championship. So it's either going to be the rematch of one of the greatest quarterback duels in RXFL history, when Otto Graham and Lamar Jackson go toe-to-toe for the second time. If you haven't seen that game, check it out in the archives on YouTube. Or it's going to be a dream matchup of Lamar Jackson versus Michael Vick. A battle of eras, 2 different quarterbacking eras that we're going to see go toe-to-toe. So let's see, shuffle it up. Let's see what kind of pants we get. And we're in the gold. Okay. And let's get underway in this one. Guys, Madden 24, as we are streaming this one live, is getting set to come out. And I want to know your thoughts on the game. I'll share mine as, well, we're talking about it now. I've been on the fence, I'll just say that. And a big part of it is obviously doing this RXFL, this relocation, and it's kind of cool. They added new cities, right? And they added some different uniforms, but now everyone's relocation is going to kind of look the same. We kind of already touched on that because you only get one uniform option now for everybody. I have some ideas of how I would transition over with kind of the teams we would lose, because there's certain, the Armadillos and the Redwoods made the cut, but teams like the Beats and the Bulldogs did not make the cut. They're out of the mix. So I kind of got some ideas in my head. And I don't know how it works too, because I saw someone, I don't know if they hacked it or what, but they did one relocation where all 32 teams were in Chicago. I don't know if that's an option where you can pick a team more than once, a city more than once. That was not the case in previous Maddens. They had 2 London relocation options, and they had a Chicago and a Houston, where you could have 2 teams in Houston and 2 teams in Chicago if you kept the Bears and the Texans around. But I'm leaning towards, pending, Patreon support, Ko-Fi support, all that good stuff, I'm leaning towards one more season with Madden 24 without getting Madden 24, pardon me, one more season with Madden 20, and then just going ahead and picking up Madden 25, whatever they're going to name it. Are they going to name it Madden 25? Or are they going to name it 25.2? Don't know. But waiting for the PS5 Pro that's supposedly going to come out, and then going ahead and getting all the big upgrades. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. So as you guys join, you can chat along. We've had a lot of good chatting over the last couple of streams. And the last RXFL did stream, we talked about Dragon Ball and anime and all kinds of stuff. So anything can happen here in these streams. And I just... There's still tweaks that can be made. Like, I don't know what's going on here. We're getting hit with a glitch. I know glitches happen, but come on. But, oh God, what just happened here? Okay, thank God. The game just broke. All right. Looking at the gameplay and some of the stuff, and I know we're still in that 10-day release period or 10-hour release period, whatever it's called. Not jumping out at me yet. I don't like that they added the undershirt look. I'm going to go in and take all that out if I could. It's very laggy. The franchise mode menus are very laggy and slow, which isn't good. A lot of the tackle animations aren't great. Mike Vick here on second down. Tell you what is great is Mike Vick's running ability to take that shot. There's some cool new additions to franchise mode in Madden 24, where they've added some of the player progression stuff, how you can kind of customize that and tweak it and do the sliders. That's really cool. And what kind of draft classes you get, that's a very cool feature. But it's like, how often can you say this? It's like you say, give me one more year, and it's like they're almost there. They tweaked a little bit, give me one more year and I'll be there. But how many times is it going to be one more year, one more year? You know what I mean? So there's still just like a lot of stuff in franchise mode that you know, to be desired. Some of the trades. I watched Mr. Hurricane's stream that he did, and just some of the trades in franchise mode are really goofy. Some of the sim stats are really goofy. And I encourage you guys to go watch his stream. It should be up right now. It's just not quite there, and that's why, as of right now, we're leaning towards one more year, if that, maybe more. I mean, I went from Madden 12 to Madden 20, so we did 8 years. We'll do one more season of the RXFL, where hopefully it won't take 2 years. I got an idea to kind of shorten it up. You guys have to stay tuned for that. I've been promoting that for a while. And then when the PS5 Pro comes out, assuming that the rumors are correct, let's focus on this big 3rd and 6. As Vick has a wide open man. He's got Gordon. No, incomplete. Josh Gordon could not find his way to him, and there you go. They get down the field. They're going to hold him to a field goal. So Jan Stenrud out for a pretty lengthy field goal kick here. And it is good. So the Armadillos up first. Number 1 seed up 3-0 here on the 6th-seeded Sacramento Redwoods. We'll see how Sacramento answers. And look at this. So, obviously, I want to play with a lot of the new uniforms. The uniforms actually, I don't want to just rag on it, but the uniforms look kind of ugly in Madden 24. Like the Panther uniforms, they just didn't quite get right. And it's just me being a uniform guy, but it's just some numbers are stretchy, and like the Viking shoulders look gross, and the Panthers shoulder stripe, the silver doesn't even show up that well on the black jersey. And it's like, blah, 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 blah. So, one more year with this game, one more RXFL season, then we try to make the jump to Madden 25 on the PS5 5 Pro, should that come out. That being said, if you follow me on Twitter, TB Sports 27 on Twitter, or X, we have been trying to do some retweets and get some codes for Madden 24. So if we win a free copy, we'll certainly give it a run here. But I'm not going to just play the new Madden because, I mean, look no further. Look at the IGN reviews of Madden 22 and 23. They're not good. So I'm not going to keep buying the new Madden and have it be terrible when I can play Madden 20, which I like for the most part. You know, I get annoyed with the slow throwing animation of quarterbacks and how they'll get locked into sacks when the arm's going forward. Rather it be an incomplete pass because no quarterback can palm a football like that while he's getting drilled with his arm going forward. But all that kind of stuff aside, for the most part, it's a good Madden. And I just haven't seen that yet out of 22, 23, 24. And maybe they'll patch some stuff up so we can see. Maybe that will change down the line. But the early look that I've seen, not what I'm looking for. There's the give to Hunt. Oh, Lamar Hunt in the mix. No, I'm just kidding. It's Kareem Hunt, of course. Lamar Hunt. That's the old Lamar Hunt trophy. Maybe these guys would be competing for the Lamar Hunt trophy. They are in the American Conference. So 3rd and 6, and Otto Graham steps up, and there's Javar Gaffney. Now both feet did not come down. That can be an issue sometimes where the receivers don't drag that second foot down. So the Redwoods, on 4th and 6 on their own 46-yard line, are going to try to punt this one away. They're going to try to play. Well, we made the rule, right, where we can't try to punt it out of bounds because it was too easy. So I forgot we got to get rid of that. So we'll just try to punt it here. Let's see if they get the bounce, and it goes into the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that's where the Armadillos will take their next drive. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I want you guys to jump in the chat. And if you're watching live with us, let us know. Are you going to pick up the new Madden? What are your thoughts? What have you seen so far out of various streamers? And if you're watching this one on YouTube, this one is set to release on YouTube November 11th, I think, 10 or 11th. So if you've already gotten your hands on Madden and you've played it for a couple of months, Madden 24, let me know your thoughts. Now that you're a couple months in, let me know what you think about it. Is it good? Is it bad? Did they fix things? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. So we will leave it at that, and we will focus on the rest of the game, but we are open to the rest of your guys' conversation here as Chuck Foreman gets yet another carry, and he's going to drag the defender forward and pick up a first down. Kenny was dragged quite a ways there. Armadillos coming off the bye week here. Michael Vick looking to get back to a conference championship, and you leave that much field wide open, Vick and company is going to make you pay. Already has 41 yards rushing so far. They got to put a quarterback spy on Michael Vick, or it's going to be a long day here for the Sacramento Redwoods, who are looking to pull off yet another upset here. Vick, nobody open, so he's going to take off. And that's why he's so dangerous, man. Mike Vick stands in the pocket. Nobody is there. So he's, I'm going to run it. And then he gets 6 yards out of it. Otto Graham's not going to be able to get that done. There's the give to Chuck Foreman, who's got another big run. So we talked about, are we going to play 2 games or we're going to play 1? I got to see how I feel after this one. So I've been up since about 5:30 this morning. As you guys know, I'm on call with my work. So had an issue, got the old call. So I've been up a long time. I want to try to stay up because tonight is the Slam Ball Championship. And God, I'm begging ESPN, give Slam Ball a decent time slot. These 11 o'clock starts for the East Coasters. Killer as Michael Vick gets sacked. Ricky Jackson comes in and takes down Michael Vick. So, again, going to start at 11. The Mob, they're going for 18-0. They're going for one of the greatest undefeated seasons in the history of sports, trying to eclipse the New England Patriots and get an 18-0 finish and a championship. That's all on the line tonight. But I've been up since 5:30, and then I got to go to work the next day. So I don't know how it would go, and then I don't know how I'm going to feel when this game is over, how my tiredness is going to feel either. So that is all something to watch out for. And maybe we can sneak a second game in here, depending on how long this takes as well. Because I want to try to get done by 10. I don't want to do one of these marathons. We had 6 hours, or 4 hours the other night. 6 hours over a weekend. That's third down here. And Vick just dumps it off short. And another goal line stand here for the Sacramento Redwoods. That was Tony Hill. So Stenrud on for yet another field goal attempt here for Austin. On that left hash. Sonny Jurgensen holds it. It is good. And it's 6-0, but they're holding the Armadillos. They're letting them drive. They're holding them out of the end zone, though. We got to see if Randy Moss can come up with a big play here. After we get done with these 2 games, we'll have just 4 games left in the RXFL season, assuming we can play the Pro Bowl, which we are going to name the Legends Bowl. Of course, our championship game will be the Ultra Bowl, which is what our top level on Patreon is. 1st and 10 here. And Otto Graham, quick pass. There's Chris Cooley, who's had some big moments here the last couple of weeks, including the postseason. Time will begin. There is the pump. There's the give to Kareem Hunt. And that might just do it for quarter number 1 here for the Austin Armadillos and the Sacramento Redwoods. It's a tight one. The 6th seed who snuck in on a 6-game losing streak. And the number 1 seed in the American Conference at 13-3. Armadillos lead this one 6-0.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
And let's take a look real quick. I think we can do it here. Because normally, you know, Saquon Barkley is in the mix, but you see, he's out. We knew that. We saw the injury take place. Warfield also out. Is that? Let me look up Paul Warfield real quick. Let me just look up Paul Warfield. Okay. Played for the Browns. Okay. So there's your injuries there. And on the Armadillo side, healthy. And we are starting to see the injuries pop up here in the RXFL. How about the play action fake on 2nd and short? And it ends up costing the Redwoods. Adrian Wilson's going to get the sack just coming in. And that did not work out to plan for the Redwoods. So 3rd down and 5 now. And this is about where the last drive stalled out. Still have not been able to get Randy Moss in the mix, but right on cue, the announcer jinx for the Armadillos. It's a 1st down, and there you see Randy Moss coming up. He had a big game in their playoff upset just 1 week ago in RXFL time. Looking to come through with another big one here. Pump fake, back to the running game. Kareem Hunt. Still want to know if you guys want to see Legend Bowl on the channel as well. If you guys want to see us pick that up and play it, been hearing a lot of good stuff. We've been hearing, you know, the kind of the same about Madden. Been hearing rave reviews about Legends Bowl. Otto Graham, oh my goodness, looking for Randy Moss. He just mossed him. No way, in triple coverage. Randy Moss. Are you kidding me? Look at this. in triple coverage. Randy Moss is unreal. Someone turn that into a short. I might just do that. Should I upload shorts on YouTube? Should I cut that and make that a short? That was insane. Randy Moss. Wow. And the Redwoods have the lead on the #1 team in the league here. #1 team in the conference, I should say. #1 team in the league, of course, would be the team that we might see coming up next, which is the Redwoods, or the Lumberjacks. My brain thinks slower than my mouth. The Lumberjacks are the #1 team, and their uniforms did make it through. They did make it through on the Madden 24 cut, so... All right, for the first time this game, the Armadillos take the field. They're trailing. We'll see what Mike Vick has in him. Pressure's coming. Vick just gets it away to Gronk. You hear Gronk's trying to come out of retirement already again? Gronk's ready to come back. He's talking about playing for the Giants. You guys see that? 2nd and 6. And there's the give to Chuck Foreman, who's had a really good day running the ball. 55 yards already on the ground here for the Armadillos. This is quite different than the previous game that we saw between the Redwoods and the Los Angeles Kiss, that in kind of similar fashion to what we saw between the Redwoods and the Huskies was a quarterback shootout between Otto Graham and Terry Bradshaw. And that one came down to the wire there. And this one, a lot more of a quarterback battle. And if the Redwoods can get going with the way their defense is playing, they'll be in a good shape. It's like, what happens from week to week where the defense looks awful, and the next week coming out here looking great against top team in the league? Mike Vick pressured, and he goes down. Marlon Humphrey. They're putting the pressure on Michael Vick right now, and Vick tried to roll out, and a couple of times Vick has had the open path to get some damage done there. But they have come through as of late, and they have closed the gap. Mind the gap on Michael Vick. That one goes into the end zone. And with 6:05 to go here, this could be a pretty big game-shifting drive for the Redwoods. Outside give to Kareem Hunt, and he's stuffed. Oh yeah, you hear that? Oh yeah. Thank you. -6 passing yards for the Armadillos. That time the play action does work out, and what a catch by Cooley. Forget about it. Chris Cooley and Patrick Willis back there. And the play action actually fooled. I didn't get the number on it, but fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't be fooled again. But he fooled. Otto Graham fooled him on the play fake, and Kareem Hunt nearly pulled down in the backfield, and he gets a pretty decent run right there. Nothing easy coming for either offense yet in this one. No wonder they can start. I mean, it's playoff time. Let's start throwing some fists out there, throwing some elbows. Randy Moss. He might have a moon form on the way out. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What a turnaround this would be for the Redwoods. From 8-2 to 8-8. And then to come into the postseason, knock off the Kiss, and knock off the Armadillos would be pretty wild. And we just continue to say a deceiving 8-8 team. We call it upset, the Cinderella team at 8-8. They were number 2. They were the class of the league, and then Thanksgiving happened. They had a little too much Thanksgiving dinner, and they just started losing. So this could just be, I mean, this could be a 14-2 team that we're watching under the guise of an 8-8 record just because of their struggles and some close losses. Maybe we can go look at the schedule, but some close losses that they had. They could be shaking the rust off here. Road Warriors, Jabbar Gaffney, and oh, look at this. They may just have the Armadillos. They might have the Armadillos reeling right now.
Let's see what you got. Big rip, big rip.
Cooley nearly puts it in. Touchdown saving tackle by Willie Wood, and 9 of 10. I think Otto Graham. I don't know if a lot of people had Otto Graham. And I mean, people know the greatness through the years, but I mean, it's definitely a different era, a bygone era. I don't think people realized coming into the season how good Otto Graham was going to be, because he has been very consistent. Our eyes were open as, I think, what was the first game? It was the Dirty Bird game, right? Where I think that we were looking at Tom Brady, and then it was Otto Graham that came in, and there's a touchdown for the Redwoods, and he lit the world on fire, and nearly, perfect completion percentage from what I recall in that game. And from there, he's just continued to dominate. So Kareem Hunt in the end zone. Mike Vick's going to have 2 minutes to answer, but it is going to be 2 touchdowns unanswered. 2 touchdowns to 2 field goals, which is going to give your Sacramento Redwoods a big old lead here. A lead by 8. My goodness, everybody. We get Deshaun Jackson on the return. Oh, we got 155. We might be making good time. Maybe we will get the second game knocked out. We might be leaning towards it. Wait and see. Wait and see. So Michael Vick, shotgun formation here, is going to take this one. Has the time, steps up, and there we go to Mike Evans. They just need to wake up a little bit. You think the Redwoods going to be able to hold them all day? We might be getting ready for this shootout. Shake the nerves here. Vick. He's got Evans again open, and that one is caught, and now it's starting to look like what we saw a week ago with the Los Angeles Kiss here. As now the Armadillo's starting to get going. Look at this heat that Michael Vick's going to have to deal with. Now they're going to pull off. So Vick is going to run it. No, he's going to throw it. There's Gronk. And where did this come from all of a sudden for the Armadillos? Redwoods take a timeout to, I don't know, anticipate maybe getting the ball back here. Wanting some extra time. Feeling like they can maybe drive down the field in a minute. Vick. Touchdown. Wow. All right. Well, the demise of the Austin Armadillos may be greatly exaggerated in this one, as in a minute, Mike Vick puts them down the field and puts them into the end zone. Unbelievable. They're going to settle for the extra right now instead of going for the 2. It's a 1-point game, but they're back in it. However, that was a quick score. It's a minute 10, 2 timeouts now. You got Randy Moss. He getting ready to moss some guys again. Josh Cribbs on the return there. Here we go.
We play to win. Let's go.
It's going to be an interesting second half, guys. Stay tuned. As always, if you're watching with us on Twitch or if you're watching with us on Patreon, you're going to get the entire thing here in this session. If you're watching on YouTube, come on back tomorrow. We're going to drop part 2 here on the channel. And there's Randy Moss again. And on both sides of the ball, it took a minute to get going, but now you're starting to see these superstar players kind of wake up here. And there's Randy Moss again. He is going to try to do the Larry Fitzgerald to go right up the middle. The numbers for Otto Graham. And now the Armadillos. Look at this. We got a little chess match going on. The Armadillos are going to take a timeout, seeing if they can't get the ball back. This is how easy it is to score. I mean, obviously, I think they're going to try to hold them here, but they're going to go screen pass out to Kareem Hunt, and I think they're going to mark him out of bounds. 2:23 for Otto Graham. Forget about it. How about all the scoring coming up here in the second quarter? Kareem Hunt, oh man. Couldn't get any blocks, so now the clock is going to tick. The Armadillo's not going to take the timeout here. Graham steps up. Javar Gaffney, touchdown, Sacramento. Oh, this is going to be a good second half, everybody. Stay tuned. Second half, Redwoods, Armadillos. Well, it's going to come down to it, is it not? This is going to be a very interesting second half. All right, you got 10 seconds now. I think as long as you go deep, I mean, you can afford to throw the interception, right? But it's got to be deep. It can't be an interception within field goal range here. That's what they're looking for Tyreek Hill. Or Tony Hill, right? You see Hill out there, you know, you get excited. So it's going to be a Hail Mary attempt here. And we saw a recent Hail Mary in Tampa that was caught, coming just short of the ultimate goal. Vick, oh my goodness, rolling out. He goes deep and tipped. Incomplete. And that, my friends, is how the first half will come to a close. Twitch and Patreon, stay right where you are. The second half coming your way in just a few moments. If you're watching on YouTube, this is where this episode will end for right now. But do come on back tomorrow. If you don't want to wait tomorrow, the entire stream is going to be up early and ad-free at patreon.com/tbsports27. You can watch all the VODs, and you can watch them early before they come out on YouTube, months early, over on our Patreon page. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for a second half that you are not going to want to miss.